I'm all alone. Happy Friday. Mark will be down in a minute. He was getting his mustache ready. Welcome to the Friday Bean. We have not done one of these Instagram critique sessions in a long time. Can you guys hear me okay? Let me know. I thought that this would be fun because with these Instagram critique sessions, we are able to critique your business Instagram accounts, but we can do it even if you're not selling on Etsy. So if you've got a Shopify or your own website, this is a really great opportunity to have us still be able to offer you a critique of your overall brand and presence, even if you don't necessarily sell on Etsy, unlike our critique sessions that we do for Etsy shops. So we're going to get started in just a few minutes. We do need to wait until Mark gets down here because I cannot do all of this at once. So we will start here in a second. What we're going to need from you is your Instagram handle. That is not your name, not the thing with the spaces, but the thing that is right above your Instagram account with your name, no spaces. I will, just like our Etsy critique sessions, we will post go in the chat. We will use a random generator to pick a random name from the chat. Now, the things that I really want to focus on today are, first of all, make sure that this is your business Instagram. If you send me your personal Instagram, there's not a whole lot that I'm going to be able to do. If your Instagram is a mix of business and personal to the point where I cannot differentiate business from personal, it's going to be a little bit harder for me to critique. And ultimately, I'm going to tell you that you need to focus more on the business aspect. Now, it is okay to post little glimpses of your personal life on your business Instagram, but it should only make up maybe like a max of 10%, unless you are creating a lifestyle brand where the two are so closely intermingled that your personal life does tie into your business. So for example, if you sell, let me think of a good one. If you sell, like, okay, we'll use Nicole. Are you here? Mabel the Woodle, Nicole, she sells accessories for dogs. She sells cute little like denim jackets and things, but she throws in her personal life with her dog, you know, going on walks and grooming tips and things like that on her Instagram because it's all very relevant. But if you sell, you know, POD shirts and it's a combination of POD shirts and what you had for dinner, and now you're at football practice with the kids, and here's a picture of your dog, and you know what I mean? It's like, what is the relevancy to these personal life posts to your business? You know what I mean? Sprinkling a little bit here and there, no big deal. But when I visit a business Instagram account, I should be able to quickly identify what your brand is, what you're selling, and who it's for. Those three things. I will talk a little bit about search engine optimization for Instagram. Instagram no longer utilizes hashtags for like ranking your posts. So hashtags really don't help with overall visibility. When I talk about SEO, I mean the actual use of keywords in your caption, which is, you know, just the written like little paragraph or a couple of sentences that go along with your post, and then you usually stick some hashtags at the end, right? Adam Mosseri, the CEO of Instagram, I highly recommend following him because he does give some really great tips. Anytime Instagram has like new features or anything, he's always very quick to post about those and share, you know, best practices. I also recommend following Brock Johnson. He is my favorite Instagram coach. He doesn't have a course. I think that his mentorship program is more of like a Facebook group that you join and it's paid, but then he does a bunch of really good tips. There are also, if you're someone who creates a lot of short form video and you're trying to really learn how to enhance your content, there's another page just called, I think it's just called Creators. And it's an official Instagram page just called Creators. I really like watching that page for inspiration because they show you like what you can do with the tools. Instagram recently unveiled a new editing app called, what is it called? I just had the name in my head and then I lost it. Now I'm going to have to look at it. But it was meant to rival CapCut, which honestly, I still use CapCut. What is that new app called? I swear I just had it. Edits. It's just called Edits. And it is by Instagram, and you can download it separately. Now, you can still edit like your reels and things directly in Instagram, but Edits gives you a little bit more capability. I've experimented with Edits. I've experimented with CapCut. I only use the free version of CapCut, and I still personally prefer it. I do feel like posts from Edits, at least for a minute, we're getting a little bit more visibility, because when you edit within the Edits app, and then it gives you the option, post to Instagram, and you click that button, when it posts to Instagram, it'll show a little badge that says, made with Edits. Just like if you edit within CapCut and then post or click the button that says post directly to TikTok, because CapCut is owned by TikTok, it will actually put a little badge on there that says that it was edited in CapCut. And I feel like for a minute, they were getting more visibility. That was just my experience. I did a couple of them over the course of a few weeks after that Edits app launched. And now I don't feel like they're getting as much visibility as they were. So maybe it was just a temporary thing for them to be able to kind of spread the word of their new app. I don't know. But let's see. InstaHub. Yes, that is Brock Johnson's. You are correct. It is called InstaHub. Let's see. I don't post enough to have a critique yet. Yeah, but being here and watching the critiques are going to be so helpful, even if you don't post on Instagram yet, even if you're brand new. Now, I will say that I started a new business about 2 weeks ago. It's one that I've been teasing for the last few years. It was a business idea that I had, and I finally launched it. I'm not sharing it with you guys, though. And if you end up finding it organically, please don't shout it out in any other groups, because I really want to gauge organic performance. And we're actually monitoring it over at eRank as well. We just had a huge meeting yesterday with Anthony Wolf, and we sat together and hooked up Google Analytics to my new, it's actually a Shopify for this brand, because I've never done Shopify before and I wanted to learn more about it. But anyway, what I've noticed for this particular brand is that normally I'm a big fan of Instagram. You guys know that, because I think that it's great for creators. Obviously you can do the short form content, but you can also post photos. So it's a good balance of both. Whereas TikTok is a little harder, because you can post photos to your story, but for the most part, you're having to create video content. And that's my least favorite. I hate making video content. I know it performs the best, but it's just not, it's a pain in the butt, right? It takes longer. The TikTok that I created has close to, I think, 80 followers now after launching about a week ago. The Instagram has less than 20. Oh. So I think that, and I've noticed it flip-flop depending on industry, but for the particular industry of this new business, TikTok is the place to be. So there's no real way of knowing which, what's going to work best for you if you're trying to decide between the two. But anyway, all right, so we need this to be set up just like we're doing normal critiques with the random picker and the post go in the chat and all that good stuff.
Only take me a second.
Okay. And then I just need to, can we not access Instagram without being logged in anymore?
No.
We used to be able to. All right, I need to log in before we share a screen. Okay. Think. Of course, I don't.
All right, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna move you over here so I can actually use my stuff.
Okay, that's fine, because I think I entered my password incorrectly.
What happens when you've got 75 different accounts and have different passwords for everything?
Well,
that wasn't me getting on you. That's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, I don't use any of the crazy password manager tools.
You will once you get an iPhone.
Oh, come on now. Is caps locks on?
No.
Okay, let's try it now.
Nope.
Ah.
You ended up getting locked out of your Facebook. Real engaging content. Huh?
I know, right? They're so excited to watch this awesome content. You entered an old
Password that you changed 5 years ago.
Okay, then I know. If it's not those, then I know what it is. Do you guys go through this too? Okay. This has to be it. I'm out of options. Yay!
Not now.
Waiting for approval.
No, I was
okay.
telling you to click not now.
I've got 2-factor set up. You guys should have seen us last night trying to go through and do my Google Analytics with Anthony, because I have so much like two-factor on everything. There we go. That it was just constant because I was, letting him do everything from his computer. Okay, there we go. Yes. I don't even know why it was logged out to begin with. Okay, now let's go back to Instagram. We will log in with Facebook. And now we should be good. We'll log in.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, we'll log in as my dog's Instagram. Okay. So let's go ahead and share my screen real quick so I can tell them exactly what we need. Stream Deck is behind. There you go. Okay, so this is Sugar Bear's Instagram account. Oh, isn't she so cute? So what I will be needing from you in just a moment is just this handle, okay? Not this. Not your name, or I think this is called your name tag. But this right here. And you will notice also a couple months ago, Instagram changed from a square grid layout. I know that a lot of you probably have not gone through and optimized for this particular size. However, hopefully moving forward, you guys are focusing on the portrait size when it comes to photos that you're specifically editing. That will be something that I will be looking at least in the first few posts that you've made on Instagram. You guys are free to, if you guys want to follow Sugar Bear's Fashion Square, you're more than welcome to. I was originally only going to post her in cute outfits, but it ended up just being everything about Sugar Bear. Okay, are you?
I'm ready.
Okay, so let's go ahead and you guys can post go in the chat. We just need your handle right here. And we will use
Get your chair, buddy.
Yeah, he's gotta have some time in the spotlight. Let's see. Thank you guys. My mom and I, we thought that it would be really cute for us to do a puppy swim date with Sugar Bear and her chihuahuas. It was just a nightmare. Nobody was happy. None of the dogs were happy. Everybody was upset.
It was like 95 degrees outside.
It was...
Who could have called that wasn't going to be fun?
it didn't go very well. Sugar Bear is older than 6 months. I need to go in and edit that. I created this Instagram. Let's see. It's getting close to 1,000 followers. And I really did create this one to kind of experiment with the algorithm. Let's see. When was my first post? I've been trying to remain pretty consistent with it. I think it was probably 19 weeks. So what? That's like around March. Right. 19
weeks. I don't know.
19 weeks. I think that would have
8, 12, 16, so 4 months ago.
Yeah.
5 months ago. Yeah.
4 or 5 months. So not too shabby. Obviously, it's a lot different when you're posting cute animals. Getting followers is a lot easier. But it has been growing pretty well. And this one, like I said, this is just an account that I made for fun for the dog, but it's also allowed me to experiment a lot because I don't want to show you guys the one for the new business that I'm building.
All right, it's already cooled off. I'm going to go ahead and press stop. We'll do another rewind or another reload soon.
Okay. You can go ahead and stop sharing up here.
Why don't you go ahead and do that since I'm doing this?
Oh.
Thanks.
Oh, there we go. All right. And then you'll just put their handle right up here. Wow. All right. How's your guys' week been doing? You want me to type that one in?
Yeah, try it.
Okay. Do I recognize this one? I feel like I recognize this one.
Okay, can't do that one.
Okay, that one. Okay, we'll try that one. That one might have been a username as opposed to...
Yeah, a lot of them are actual usernames.
Okay, this one.
This one also might be creation or... Yeah. There we go.
Let's do it! Ooh, okay.
All right, ready?
Let's do
Once
it.
you scroll and make sure there's nothing, you need to do that with all of these.
We're good.
Hey, don't say nah. We've done it before where we've posted big weens on the screen.
Oh, I'm
demonetized.
I don't think that there's going to be big weens on the
Dude, you
screen.
never know.
Big. I don't think there's no big weens on this cute
Look
pet
at me.
brand.
I'm at the Hub Awards selling my animal things. Dude, it can happen. Just check.
We have shown big weens on the screen
Yes,
by
we have.
accident.
You never know what somebody's lifestyle is about.
Hey guys, like this video, okay? We need
Hey, I don't shame.
we need
People
the likes.
be getting it on. It's part of life.
All right. So the first thing that I noticed right away was fantastic branding, very good color palette choice. I love that you have custom highlight color or covers. And I think it's really cute that you've chosen not to put the actual label other than the measurement one. You've actually got them on the highlight covers. Let's see. Your name tag has your keywords, which is fantastic. I know a lot of people just put their business name here, but this is keyword optimizable. So the keywords that are in your name tag are very, very powerful when it comes to Instagram's algorithm. You want to make sure that you're optimizing this with the thing that you want both Instagram and your audience to know that you want to be known for. So brownie points to you, custom pet tags, collars, and more. That tells me right away what it is that you sell, and your branding tells me who it's for. I'm getting right away, like, you know, this picture ties fantastic into the branding with the green and the nature. I'm getting like a real trailblazer type vibe from your brand overall. Let's see. You've got your Etsy shop linked with, and it's not a link tree either. It's just right there front and center. Perfect. No issues here. I would honestly love to see this one have like a matching highlight cover just because it's the only one that kind of sticks out, but maybe that's intentional. Maybe you really want people to see this one. Okay.
It could be.
Let's take a peek. I'm curious why when it comes to like photos like this one, you're not using your green. Why you went with a pink. I would love to see consistent fonts and color palettes for posts like this.
Just keep in mind if you're selling on Etsy, the copyright material is not okay.
Oh yeah. I mean, is it?
Yeah, it is a Disney character, yes.
Oh, it is. You're right. Let's see. Really cute though. Very cute. Showing like products in use, products in action.
That could be an alt-site thing, so not judging.
Could have been like a personal.
That dog done up like a tiger is pretty crazy.
That is adorable. Yeah.
Just remember, if you guys do stuff like that, if you have stupid neighbors, don't do stuff like that.
What, doing
your animal up like another animal. Some people are stupid.
Here's my opinion on like and it might be a hot take, but on like the fun colors and things, as long as you're using pet safe dye, your dog don't know the difference. In fact, your dog's going to get more attention and more love, and people are going to love all over them.
I'm completely fine with it.
Yeah.
Again, as long as you don't have stupid neighbors that'll off your dog.
Thinking that it's really I've seen things like that where
look, man, some people are dumb.
Yeah.
That's just,
these are so cute though.
they are cute.
Looks like the reels are getting decent views. this one's doing pretty good. I want to actually see, is this a pack and order with me? Or is it... These like work in progress videos are the ones that I've noticed tend to do the very best. That is adorable. Pack and order with me. Any videos you can create with the showing your creative process. Also, look how she cuts the video, and it's like new thing every few seconds. When it comes to editing videos, you'll notice this a lot with my YouTube channel. Rule of thumb is to make sure that there is a transition or a change or something, something switching on the screen every 7 seconds. And that's just for YouTube. So for short form content, I assume that it's going to be a lot quicker. One of the things that loses me very quickly when it comes to watching reels is creators who leave something on the screen for too long. And I'm ready to scroll past it. I'm ready for the next thing. So making sure that your transitions are nice and sharp and quick is very important.
So that's actually something that NASA uses. It synchronizes facilitation, improved communication between different parts of the brain, making it easier for users to access higher levels of thinking and problem-solving capabilities. So it forces their brain to switch what they're thinking about if you transition things every 7 seconds.
7 seconds. And you'll notice that with a lot of the YouTubers that are catered towards young people. Mark and I were just we watched some new YouTubers, and the cuts were so drastic. It was like every 2 seconds, they would like cut the camera angle and move over here and zoom and zoom out.
For more neurodivergency people, it's the same thing as tempo rules with dance music. You do very specific tempos for the backbeats of music depending on the emotion that you're trying to intensify. So like 80 BPM instills a sense of like peace. Mm-hmm. And if you do off tempos like 97, like jazz will do really weird off tempos and switch to fast tempos, it literally causes chaos in your brain, which is why it was such a cocaine intensive style of music back in the day, because when you do things that make your brain hyper and drink energy drinks and like it makes you want to just go. And that's why they do that. It's literal science.
That makes a lot of sense. So one thing I'm noticing is a lot of hashtags, but not a lot of keywords. Swap your strategy here a little bit rather than doing all of these hashtags, because the hashtags aren't helping with your overall visibility. I know that it's hard to write, especially when you're like explaining everything through the video. It's, normally I say show, don't tell. Like show it. When it comes to Instagram, if possible, see if you can write a little bit more. Start with your cute, I know you're probably using the she was a fairy audio track. But make sure that you like give some context. Like in this video, you'll see the creation process of one of my fairy dog tags, and then try to get some good keywords in there. These are really cute gift for dog mamas, yada yada. The more that you can repeat words like pet tags, dog mama, dog mom, and just find like your set of keywords and try to use them frequently throughout your posts. Overall, one of the better Instagram accounts that I have seen, and since you are a dog account and I'm on Sugar Bear's account, I'll give you a little follow. I only follow brands that are relevant to Sugar Bear. Now, because I followed you, here's a little something that you might not know. You, in your settings, have selected a feature, or maybe it's probably on by default. But if someone follows you, you'll see this suggested for you, and then there will be related accounts here. So these are probably other accounts that are selling maybe dog accessories or even pet tags. Now, what this tells us is that, for one, and it's good that you have this checked on, I'll explain in a minute, but this tells us that the Instagram algorithm has connected your content to these brands. And we can see that these all appear, other than maybe this one, they all appear to be dog-related brands. So that's positive. That means that the Instagram algorithm knows what your brand is about. And the fact that you have this toggled on means that if someone were, you know, following this brand and they click follow, that means that your brand can show up in that little like carousel of different brands. So it's almost like you're at a disadvantage if you uncheck it. Because if you uncheck it, then you lose the potential for your brand to show up when someone follows another dog-related brand, right? And the fact that Instagram has already identified that, you know, that's what your brand is, that means that you are very likely to show up in feeds like that. So, you know, leave it checked on as long as you have a really defined brand. Okay, I think that we are good to stop sharing.
Are we Gucci?
I think so. I think so. Everything good.
You control the camera while I do this.
Sure.
Try this one.
Okay. Do you...
Don't read it out loud.
Oh, no, I'm not going to read it. In case it doesn't pop up. Okay. Let's see.
It worked. Good.
All right.
Do a quick wiener scroll. Thank you.
Always.
I think we're good to go. We have to be careful. You never know. All right, screen share.
All right, we got to make sure you're appropriate, Laura. We have to make sure that you're not. You can be following Instagram's terms, but you know that doesn't mean that your shop's following YouTube's. But you are, because clearly your cute little signs are fine. Okay, so you're paying for that little verification badge. Awesome. I pay for it on the official Handmade Alphas account. That's the only one that I'm currently paying for it on. And one of the benefits of paying for the Meta Verified is that if somebody tries to like spoof your account or make a duplicate and pretend to be you, it is way easier to get those accounts taken down. And I've had that happen. So that's just, I think that it's worth it to pay for that little verification badge if you've got a relatively established brand. You are putting your name here, and I know that it feels like you should be because your Instagram settings literally say name. Don't actually put your name here. If you want to put your name, stick it down in your bio, but put what it is that you want to be known for. Because as of right now, without scrolling, I don't quite know, you know, what you sell. And let's just pretend that, you know, I'm on Instagram and I haven't scrolled. So your home deserves more than meh decor. Love that. That's a great slogan.
Yep.
Handmade by a one-woman Etsy machine. Custom orders. Heck yes, let's do it. That's so fun. I love the like quirky, fun, modern personality. What is that? What is that? Is that like your Threads ID?
Threads ID, zip code?
I don't know. Let us know. I would, if you want to have your name in there, I would put it down here. And then I would put, you know, if it's like wooden farmhouse decor, handmade wooden farmhouse decor. I'm saying farmhouse because I'm only seeing this one so far. Let's see. Love the branded highlight covers.
When I tried to do a blue check, it required my first and last name because it requires verification that you are who you are.
Right, because it is protecting your account against others who are spoofing you.
Yes, it's because it's verified. It's a verified check mark. It's verifying that you are who you say you are. A lot of people, it requires them to upload a photo ID.
But it's not going to show your name.
No.
Now,
that is her zip code, though. She did say that.
Okay. Now, Laura, I will say that because you're paying for the verification, going in and changing this is the like little nameplate is a little harder. I've wanted to change mine and it's just not worth it.
Yeah.
So you do have to jump through some hoops to change it. But for the keyword optimization, I think it's worth it. Especially if you're already going the extra yard to pay for the verification badge, you might as well make sure that your account's like super duper well optimized. All right, so super cute. I did notice a couple items that are questionable in terms of copyright infringement, so just be careful. But overall, really, really cute. Looks like they're optimized for the portrait size, so you are getting really great shots. Are you using replica surfaces? Or is this a real window? It looks like a replica surface. It looks great.
Yeah, it's dope.
Yeah, they look fantastic.
You got the perspective good on there if it is fake.
Yeah, looks really good. But they're super cute. I get like that You know those home stores that you like, those country home stores
She said
that
those are not on Etsy.
Oh, okay. You know those country home stores that you walk in and they just smell like cinnamon and like potpourri?
Chessman butter cookies.
That's what
Oh my god.
Let's take a little peek.
If you're not dipping those in your coffee, I'm calling the police.
And tea.
Oh my god.
They're
yes.
good in tea too. That is look at the views. Okay, you can see what gets views. Look at the excitement, the fun, and I think like it looks like a formula that you've tried to replicate, just that like astounded. But I think because you've got the goggles on here and the text that is massive, you are literally telling people this is something worthy of paying attention to. I'm experimenting with similar Reels content with our brand new brand that we're building. And the ones where I'm like, oh, I'm about to reveal something secret, like, shh, you guys are the first to see it. That's always the content that gets the most views. So you are literally telling people, I am excited about this. You need to be excited too. And I don't even know what the post is yet. So.
Yeah, Gabrielle said, I don't like soggy cookies. And just like I said in the chat, you have to dip them just long enough that they're still crispy, but have soaked up just enough of it to have some of the flavor.
Look at all this. Okay, so was this a giveaway? Awesome. Love that you're doing giveaways. That's a fantastic way to help boost your brand. A really great long caption. You could probably get a couple keywords in there. I recommend like 3 to 5. You don't need 30. Do you guys remember back when Instagram recommended 30 hashtags? That's crazy.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember doing that with all my fitness posts, just sitting and trying to think of a bunch of hashtags that actually apply. Oh my god.
Okay, so this is, again, those fast transitions. See what I mean? Like changing something nonstop, super duper, super quick. And it's not a long reel either. And look here. Look at all of these words. Let's see. Are there any keywords in here, I'm wondering? I mean, there's not even really any keywords in here.
No, but it's a good description of what's going on.
Right. It's very descript, quick editing, very snappy, great fonts. Let's see. I'm going to look at one that isn't. It looks like the ones of just products are not getting the same views as the ones where it's you. That should tell you something. People want to see more of you making stuff. Ooh, good movement, good edits, quick actions.
Are keywords words that are in the captions multiple times?
Keywords are words, you're not keyword stuffing. You're not going to say, this wooden boo sign is perfect for your boo, for all the Halloween boos, boo, boo, boo. That's not what I mean.
Yeah, they might actually bury content like that.
What I mean is naturally incorporating in a few sets of words, and maybe sit today and think about it. What are the words you want to be known for? Think about the type of person primarily. People aren't on Instagram necessarily to go shopping. They're there to be social. It's social media, not marketing media. So instead, maybe start thinking about terms that people who would buy this. I would use terms like, look, basically, it's what Wednesday Addams would buy on Etsy. Think about that for a minute. So she can use that word. You're totally free on Instagram to use words.
Yeah,
like
you're not advertising something like that.
Exactly. Like I love Wednesday Addams, so I created this. And that's a good keyword to tie to a Halloween themed product. Let's see. Perfect for mantles, crypt corners, or anyone decorating with unresolved gothic drama. See how she's naturally tossing in the soul of Jack Skellington, Edward Scissorhands, Beetlejuice. This is a really well optimized caption,
but not stuffed.
I think that the only issue is that despite the fact that it's a great edit, I love the 7 seconds, it looks like her audience just kind of prefers to see a little bit of her in the action too. Exactly. Yeah. But it doesn't mean that you have to create all of your content with your face in it.
Right. I think a lot of people just see a product and they're like, skip. They want that thing. They want to see somebody talking about it or making it.
And see, this is one that draws attention because people are like, what is this? What am I looking at? What this doesn't make any sense to me. So they click on it and then they go here and start reading for context. You know what I mean? Overall, really great brand though. I love what you're doing. I think that right now you've got a pretty good balance. I would continue focusing on what's working. So going through, obviously this one isn't related like to what you make. It was just a fun one that you threw out and it happened to do good. But look at the ones related to your brand. So the giveaway, this one where you're super excited, just taking a scroll through and finding the anomalies. What's this? Look at this one. This one's doing good. What's this one? Let's see. Hallmark Fall Special. This one's a bit of an anomaly.
Did someone fart? No.
Did someone fart? Where?
My chair might have creaked. I don't know.
Was that?
You know. We're in the gym eating diet food right now. You'd hear it.
Okay, so this was a giveaway. Good, quick, swift movements. Another giveaway. How are the giveaways doing for you? Are they helping you?
Oh, sure. Blame the chair. It was the chair.
No.
I own up to mine.
You would know if it was a fart because I would be out of here.
Punching me in the arm.
Yeah. So it looks like you've got a pretty good balance of content that performs. Sometimes it does feel like that, like you're just throwing spaghetti at the wall, trying to figure out what works. I think that you're on a really good path. Your edits are fantastic. You've got a really good knack for content creation, especially like that quick, snappy content. It probably doesn't take you too much time to throw together the ones that you're doing with like photos where you're just adding in the transitions and stuff. So I think that for you, the main thing I would focus on is just consistency. Keep doing what's working. Don't be afraid to experiment. And it looks like you've got a pretty good balance of different types of content without making your brand confusing. Overall, really cute though.
33 in a month and still talking about farts. She's been 33 since February.
Yeah.
And anyone who says farts aren't funny is a fuddy-duddy.
Farts have been funny forever.
Forever.
They're historically,
I'm gonna type this
farts have forever been funny.
And they will always be funny.
Anyone who just rolls their eye. I used to be that person where you would fart and I would just roll my eyes. And now I laugh hysterically every single time, and my life is so much better.
Right, like grow up.
Laugh at your husband's farts. Do it for me. And then you tell him I'm going to do this for Starla.
Yeah.
We're probably going to lose
I really don't care.
We're going to lose so many people. They're just going to leave.
They're fuddy duddies. That's fine.
Don't be a fuddy duddy. Don't do it. All right. Born Again Vintage. So clean and minimalist and let's see. We want to have some keywords in here. So is it vintage clothing? See, Born Again Vintage, one-of-a-kind pieces handmade with dead stock fabric, digital sewing patterns. Okay. I would try to get some keywords in here. Again, don't just put... What? There's inconsistencies. Born Again Vintage is not your brand name. Or is it? Make sure that this is in line with whatever's here. Remember, we want to be consistent. Branding's like a song. If you change the words to the song every time somebody hears it, they're never going to remember the words. The reason that Coca-Cola's branding is so iconic, even more so than Pepsi, is because Pepsi constantly changes their logo. Coca-Cola has one consistent logo that they've been using for years. They've only very slightly modified it, but for the most part, you can even look at a Coca-Cola logo in a different language and know that's a Coca-Cola logo. So you want to be consistent. 353 followers. The photos, these are not my favorite. I feel like you're treating your Instagram like a magazine or a catalog. And that's not really the purpose. I wouldn't... So for a storefront, having the white backgrounds is fine, but Instagram is about life. Instagram, remember, it's social media, not marketing media. And the social aspect of your business is more about the types of people who would buy these products or the love that goes into alterations or finding them, whatever it is that how you come about your products. That's the story that people want to get on board with.
They said, my products are born again vintage. My services and products are Giselle clothing design.
Okay, I would find one snappy title to describe all of that rather than putting two things. Think about it like if you go to McDonald's and it's also McDonald's and dress tailoring. It's Pop-Tarts and designer shoes. Your brands, thankfully, are a little bit more closely related, but you should either have two accounts for both or loop them under one name that defines both of them and make sure that the branding reflects that. I don't know what this is, but it's kind of scary. Is this AI? It's a little spooky. Let's see. It looks like something that is literally in progress, so I'm assuming that it's more of like a prototype type thing. These are what I like. These photos like this. This is alive. This is action. This is photos that you clearly took with your own camera, not highly edited. Don't worry about the light box. Don't worry about subtracting the backgrounds. Instagram is a place to shoot photos in the moment and to be real. Don't be afraid to be real. I love this photo.
Don't be afraid to be a real.
You said the thing. I love this one because the guitar gave the photo life. It almost shows me, let's see, a jacket I made 20 years ago. I love that. I absolutely love that. And you've got the guitar kind of leaning here. It doesn't look like you post very frequently, though. 53 weeks ago. That's a while. This right here, very outdated strategy. You don't need to do this because we already can create spaces. You don't have to do the periods to create a space in between your hashtags and captions. That was a strategy that we used like maybe 10 years ago. Not really a modern strategy anymore. But yeah, give some life to these photos. Ooh, I love this one. On a person. That's life. Elements that tie to real life, even if you're using a mannequin, the flower, and look there. 27. You have 27 hearts on that. Only 6 on this one. Only 6 on this one. Only 4 on this one. 5 on this one. 5 on this one. But then you go in with these flowers. Bam, 27. Your audience is telling you what's good. And obviously, you this beautiful tree or bush might not be blooming all year round. There are a million reasons why you can't replicate this photo, but try to get things close. Try to repeat what's working. Your audience is telling you what they want to see more of. I'm going to assume that the reels are not very current because I have not seen a single one. Oh, no, one day ago. Did you just use a different... Where was that? Do you just not have them displayed on your profile grid? 8 weeks ago. Why are you not showing your reels on your profile grid? This isn't really a great, See, this is something that you kind of tell people when they're making a purchase, but this isn't really Instagram content. You know what I mean? This is kind of like...
There's no entertainment to it. Instagram is more of an entertainment platform.
And I know that you think like, oh, like, what's so entertaining about a PDF download? Print that PDF out. Print it out and show yourself like ruffling through it. And then you like maybe like working on, even if you're just pretending that you're working on a corset, and then you hold it up and it's done. And it's like from concept to actual product. This is how it's done. That takes something educational. It still gets the same point across, but it makes it real. And it adds, again, life. That's what we want. Social.
Life.
Exactly. This is fun. I do like this one. Again, size optimization, making sure that you're, yeah, like this. This is what we want. This is a pretty good, format. You're moving things quickly. You're showing off the process. I think that, you know, obviously this it hasn't performed as well as you probably had hoped. But
you're going to have some bangers and some stinkers. That's just kind of how social media works.
But this is a great format, and I think that with a little consistency, this format might work in the long run. You could probably get some more keywords in here and reduce, you know, you don't need so many hashtags. I would expand out that caption a little bit more. This is a very slow transition. Kind of cool, but again, not a lot of life. If it was on a person, it would be a little bit different, but there's not a lot of life to it. This one had a lot of life. And look at the reel views on this one compared to your other reels. Your audience is telling you this is what they liked. And this one, and this one, and this one. Yeah, so, oh, kitty. Love this. More of these. Your audience is telling you what to make more of. Great hook. Scrunch in your text a little bit more next time so it's not gripping the corners so closely.
Yeah.
When it comes to phone screens that are like bent, it might cut off a little bit, but see how this is kind of like centered and it's not gripping the edges? Whereas this one is like gripping the edges. I would just scrunch it a little bit in the future. But yeah, that one did really well. Great hook on that one. Yeah. The audience loves to see stuff like this. More life. This is the content that's working for you. Take what's working for you and then just run with that. Because even, like I said, even the photos, you can clearly see which of the photos, this one doesn't have as much. But as we start like scrolling through, we can kind of see the difference between what works. I think that the nature, really, those pops of color were fantastic. All right.
I'm going to go ahead and
do a chat refresh.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do a refresh. I'm going to go ahead and post go in the chat. Feel free to post your Instagram handles. Don't post links. Go ahead and post go there. And then, guys, our charity this month, we're doing the Save a Fox Rescue.
Yes. If you guys have been following the news about the influencer who took her own life due to cyberbullying, she ran a fox rescue, and they are kind of in a really, really stuck situation now because she was the heart of their entire organization. She went through a lot of emotional trauma just by the way that people treated her online, which, you know, people are just so freaking mean. But ultimately she was doing a really great thing to help a lot of animals. And now the organization is really struggling. So please consider donating down below. Obviously, we try to run a different charity every month, and I felt that this one was really, really relevant, especially since our whole, you know, brand is the Handmade Alphas. Not that foxes and wolves they're not even technically in I know that they're both canines, but don't foxes lean more into, they're more in the vulpine direction?
I have no idea. I ain't a nerd.
I ain't a
nerd.
You ain't a nerd. Sorry that you don't know about animals.
Nope, just everything else.
Just everything else.
Just I only have knowledge about things that don't matter.
That's not
where
true.
are my neurodivergent folks who have a lot of knowledge about stuff that will never apply to your life?
Just dabbling in all the little things. And then there's people like me who don't know about anything else other than that one precise knowledge of business because that's the only
So,
thing I focus my time
Patty
on.
Pancake said, I seriously wish people that do cyberbullying where it leads to a person dying get jail time. If you can directly tie someone back to that, it actually can.
It can,
It can, yeah. But unfortunately, when it's a lot of people and a lot of times it's bots.
And you don't know which one specifically, you know, it's like, was there a specific comment? You know, I think it does get tricky. And like he said, a lot of the content that you see online, a lot of the bullying and things you see, they're bots, they're AI, they're not even real. What percentage of, was it Twitter where like a large percentage
It's
of
the internet. It's the entirety of the internet. It's more than half of the internet is bots.
Yeah.
More than half. If you're getting into arguments with a bunch of people on a political post on Facebook, there's a good chance that more than half, if not most of the people on that post are not real people. They are bots.
I don't engage in any of the online arguing.
I do, but only if I can tell you. It's real easy nowadays to tell when it is a bot because they will just do the repetitive, like they won't break cue from their script at all. They'll just stay on topic and not address anything you say. That's how you know it's a bot. It's either a bot or somebody not worth arguing with. All right, we're gonna go ahead.
Thank you for all of the donations. Look at you guys.
Stop.
Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you all.
Didn't get a lot of people posting them.
Jellybead, are you guys here? My order's arriving today. Oh, I want to tell you about my new brand so bad because it's relevant to your niche. I do want to find a way to collab with you guys. I kind of want to show their brand just because I already love their Instagram. I might have to show your brand anyway.
In fact, here?
Yeah, I'm just. Yeah, I saw them in there. I'm just gonna pull it up. I'm just gonna pull it up while you're finding one, since I ordered anyway. There's certain products that I probably can't show. So
just don't go super far.
Okay.
They're fine. You don't have to show their entire brand.
Okay. I won't show the whole.
All right.
Okay. Let me show you. let me show you. What made me place my order for my new brand. Can't tell you what my new brand is. I will tell you, Jellybead. I feel like I'm like flirting with them. I'll tell you, Jellybead, what my brand is because we're kind of in the same realm niche. Check this out though, guys. If you sell out in public, if you're selling at craft fairs or anything like that, this is, for one of the best reels I've ever seen. It was, this actually came up in a Facebook ad. And I already followed Jellybead and had no idea that these beads existed. This is something that I feel like every single business owner should just have on their person when they're out and about. Check this out. So business cards, those are cool business cards, by the way, but yeah, they get thrown away. They end up in a bag. You never look at them again. Check these out. You just tap it to your phone and it brings your website up.
Yep.
It's a business card you can put on a bracelet. Is that not in a purse? You can make it a purse charm.
Yep. NFC tags. Love it.
Oh, guys, go buy one. Go buy a jelly bead and wear it everywhere.
Okay.
Love it. I don't want to critique your brand because I have literally nothing. The only thing that I could say is maybe adding in some of the candy festival related keywords into your nameplate. I think that candy festival, music festival, EDM, try to find some ways to get those keywords in here. But other than that,
Fidget Familiar said, LOL, is that a new thing to people? No, so it's not new. There are other brands that have done similar things. I've not seen them in beads before. That's pretty cool. However, NFC tags, especially for the older audience, they're not something that a lot of people are familiar with.
It's fun though for, obviously, you could adapt it to any type of bracelet or a keychain or whatever.
I think the most popular kind that people do is they'll keep their business card. They'll get like an NFC business card and they'll keep it in their wallet. So you can tap it on stuff. But this is a creative way. For one, you don't got to carry a card around with you, but it's also super cute.
In their tagged photos, is there any candy?
And it gets people to ask questions too. Like, oh, cool, you just tapped your bracelet on my phone and it pulled up your with your info. That's neat.
Yeah.
I think it's cool. Be careful.
This one's fine. Yeah, so the main use is for this one.
There you go.
Is for like when you're at music festivals and you have an entire stack of candy bracelets like on your arm, and you can have it attached in your
because I don't know if you've ever been at a festival or a public event and had to get something out of your bag, especially when you've already got all your hands full and you've got all your stuff, and then your bag is a mismatched jumble because you've been at the event all day and all your stuff is buried and mixed together. It's easier to just have a friggin' bracelet on.
Yeah, absolutely.
You were not showing them anything, by the way. Oh yeah, you were.
Yeah, I was.
Okay, let's move on to the next store.
But anyway, yes, I would love to do, maybe like we could do like, I don't know. Like I said, I'll tell you what my brand is. Obviously it's in the festival scene. I don't know. Maybe we could do like some type of like collab giveaway or something. Like I give away one of my thingies.
No, it's not installing anything. It's just an NFC tag. You can do the same thing with your phone. You can install an app or whatever.
You do need an app to do it, to program them, but...
They're saying if you tap it on somebody else's phone. No, it's not installing anything. It's just pulling up a link.
Yeah, it's like scanning a QR code. It just takes you to like your Etsy shop.
Yeah, it's a piece of technology. Of course it's expensive.
It's not too bad though.
All right, do a little scroll.
Okay.
I
think it's worth it. And if you're only buying like one or two so you have them for you. All right, let's do it. Okay, so the first thing that I noticed right away is that these photos are AI. People are wising up to the AI. Some of them are. Some of the photos are AI. My favorite ones are the ones that aren't AI. This is my favorite one. I like this one as well. I'm sure that this is like a real, this AI dead stare, kind of fuzzy background, fuzzy arms. Not my jam. I love seeing real faces, real people. Again, this one's my favorite.
I don't know if they're real people either.
These look like real people.
Yeah, AI is pretty good. I don't know.
These are not. These are not real people.
I have to assume that if one is AI, they're all AI. So some of them are probably mock-ups. They're probably not all AI, but I have to assume if one is that they all are. That one is.
Yeah. So I know that it's hard to, especially when you're doing POD. I'm assuming you're doing POD. It can be difficult. But you remember when I said like giving life to your products? AI is the opposite of that. And look at your...
Yeah. It doesn't get any engagement because nobody's interested in it. You can't, that's not the kind of content. People are getting wise to it.
Yeah. And when your whole brand is this, it's really hard. I love your logo. Again, keyword optimize this. This is a nothing phrase. Creating captivating designs. That doesn't tell me anything. Everybody thinks their designs are captivating. What you have isn't, it's not captivating designs. It's products for trailblazers, helping you to explore the world. There are a million better ways to describe these, and your designs are cool. Adventurers and backpackers and hikers and campers, so many better captivating designs. What does that mean? You know what I mean? Like find some really compelling words related to your products. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Show me more life. Don't just, it's like catalog, product after product after product after product after shirt. You know what I mean? Like, give me more. Print some of these out yourself. Right. Spend a little bit of money. Get yourself some samples. Lay them out. Send a couple freebies to some people who might, be willing to wear them out. We have just sent out probably two or three, no, not that much. Probably like $200 worth of free products for our new POD shop. By the way, the new brand I just built is POD. We sent out a bunch of free products to people in the festival scene so that they can just wear them around and take them out and send us pictures. And they get the free thing. We invested a little bit of money, and all I need
free content.
And it's free content. And they're going to send me stuff, and they're so excited, and they're shouting us out everywhere because they're just so flattered. Like, there are ways around this.
Deductible ways.
Yeah, tax deductible. But we can see that, it's just not jiving with the audience. So
The thing
This
is,
one didn't do too bad.
people are getting wise to the AI and the pre-bought content. People are going to AI videos and AI pictures. I'm going to assume that your content is also AI generated. There's no cohesive art theme here, which would lead the majority of people to believe that you're just buying these designs and sticking them on a shirt. It's not engaging. It's not entertaining.
Yeah, where's the life? Like, and I know it's hard. It's so hard for POD. It's one of the like major disadvantages of POD.
You said it's freezing. Give me 1 second.
Was that just the type of how the content was? Looks like it disconnected for a minute.
Yeah, it might have been on YouTube's side because there's no disconnects on our side.
Love this picture. Love. I aside from the AI images, I actually like the format of this reel. Is this guy really wearing your shirt? Is this like a person? Because that photo has a lot of life to it. This photo right here. This photo also has a lot of life to it. But again, it's, selling, telling me more about the product. Like, I want a little combo of both. And I would love to know, like, who are you? Like,
right. You've got to be willing to put work in somewhere.
Oh, who are you? Like, what do you go camping? Do you have any photos of, like, maybe even if you're not comfortable being on camera, do you have like a picture of like your dog maybe out in the woods? Could you go out in the woods and take some pictures of yourself out there, or your pet, or even just like a camp setup or something that inspires you? This one's pretty good too. Is this a mock-up?
I can't tell.
But that's a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good thing when you can't tell.
This one looks like a mock-up, not AI.
Yeah, this one's better. I like this one a lot more, and he looks very natural and happy. But yeah,
you're gonna get out of business what you put into business. And when you're using pre-made designs and you're using AI imagery and you're just not, there's no work here. This is all stuff that's 90% of the work is done for you.
Yeah.
And people don't resonate with that.
And I mean, you see it based on, it's not us being mean.
No, it's just a fact. If you want a real critique, that's a real critique.
Yeah.
I can tell that this content is either pieced together quickly or bought from somewhere like Creative Fabrica and posted with AI content, and it's lazy. And it's not,
We're not calling you lazy, but the content comes off that way.
The content comes off of it, which makes the products come off like it, which is why you're getting literally zero reactions on any of this stuff, because you're just posting pictures.
Yeah.
Posting pictures of something that anybody could have gone and done, and it's not going to get engagement. And it's a literal, I would rather you take no work into your Instagram and put more work into the products and the business, and just delete the hour a day you're spending on this to work on the actual business itself, because this is just a literal waste of your time.
Yeah.
If you were putting work into this, it would actually have, an ebb and flow result where you're getting people moving from your Instagram and actually buying things. At this point, you're just wasting time.
Yeah. And I mean, the designs are actually, they're nice. The designs,
yeah, they're not bad.
The designs are cute. There's a couple that are a little inconsistent with the overall, like, I thought that it was
That's
a
why I
camping
said
brand,
there's no consistent art style. And if you are creating them, good on you, but it comes off as AI content and pre-purchase content, because there's no consistency at all in the art style, which leads me to believe that you're either buying or AI generating the designs, which fine, whatever.
Yeah. Just you're going to get out of it what you put into it.
Yep.
So again, even if you're doing the coloring pages, don't just post this. Like, print one out and color it.
Mm-hmm.
Record yourself coloring it. Do you have any kids like in your family? Have them color it. Record their little hands coloring it, and then maybe like speed up the footage. You can do that for free with CapCut to show them coloring them. There are so many ways to make content work for you. But when you're not seeing any results by doing the same thing over and over again, quit doing that thing, because you can establish that there's always a way. There's always a way for every single brand. I don't care what you sell. There is always content that can be made with it. Always. But if you're repeatedly doing like the same like AI generated style images with the mock-up shirts on top of that, and you're just posting one after another for the sake of doing it.
Yeah, you're not going to get any virality doing something
Yeah.
not catering to virality. It's just not going to happen.
Okay.
What is the definition of insanity, y'all?
Repeating the same action over and over again and expecting a different result.
There you go. So it's insane to continue.
Yes. Change up the formula.
Do something different.
Yes, you've established that doesn't work, so change up the formula. Okay, pumped on paper. Pop. That's cute.
Pop.
That's a cute
like
name. Pumped on paper, pop. Again, I would get some good, like, what kind of paper? Is it personalized paper product line? What kind of paper? Like invites thing. I get some good keywords in here. Tell me about what kind of paper. These are cool. I like the highlight covers. I would be concerned that I wouldn't be able to read these on a teeny tiny screen. The little dots instead of titles is interesting. I'm more worried about people with very ill peepers like me not being able to read these on a small phone screen, but decent follower count. Love the consistency. Why isn't it showing? Do you have your like or your display of, I'm gonna refresh it and see if you just have it turned off. You might have it hidden. Darn, you've got your like and heart counts hidden.
You can still click on them and probably see it though.
I will try in a minute. Very cute, very consistent. Oh, there's some.
Weird.
They stopped.
Could be an issue with Instagram.
Yeah. We'll go up and look at the reels here in a minute. It looks like a lot of the same branding, which is what I love for Etsy. The brand consistency, but it doesn't. Again, there's not a lot of social here. It's fantastic in terms of branding and consistency and cohesion, but it's lacking the life elements, the social elements that will actually result in that virality and interest and making the content, relatively entertaining while still maintaining the objective of advertising subtly.
Mm-hmm. Because the products themselves are cute.
Yeah.
They work.
Let's see. These three have an okay number of views, and this one, I'm trying to see if there are any like major standouts. Are there any that are like over 100? This one, maybe because there's food. Let's see. 220. Okay, look. It's the food. What's up with the food content? So we've established that your audience likes the stuff with food. Look,
people getting stoned and scrolling through Instagram.
Okay, this one. This is our top standout as of, and this one. Okay, so let's look at these. Okay, so there is some creation process here. Looks like you've got some great a great caption here. Wax seal, St. Patrick's Day. You're telling the story of your brand, packaging designer. Okay, this is keyword stuffing. Don't do that. Instagram might actually be holding back showing your content because of this. And this is a waste of time. This does not accomplish anything.
Nope.
You don't need to do this anymore. Pick out like 5 of these max and put them in the bottom of your caption. Instagram doesn't look at these comments anymore. This used to be the strategy. It's not anymore. So stop doing this and don't do this. Don't keyword stuff. Try to naturally write a caption with these words in it. Don't just stuff them. Instagram knows. Their algorithms are smart. Now, the content itself is great. One thing I will say is cut this content a bit. You see what I mean when I say that content that goes really, really slow, it doesn't hold interest for long.
Wax pour, place the paper, push, result.
Yeah. Like
5 seconds, 10 seconds max.
Cut here. Okay. And then don't show any of this. Don't show any of this. Don't show any of this. Start recording
Start right
here.
there. Post it there.
Cut here.
Cut.
And
Stop.
Then, and,
Yep.
Yep. And then show here.
Start. Push.
Cut.
Cut.
And then maybe show you pull away from it. Cut all. This is unnecessary. Cut all that out. And then bam, you would have.
There's the result.
7 seconds is like 7 to 17 seconds is the perfect amount of time for a reel.
Yep. Get people's attention. Nobody is going to be sitting on Instagram watching the full thing.
Yes, it's too slow.
Too slow.
But you can tell what content's doing well.
And you can, if you want to class it up, because I get you're going for like the classy thing, you can do it with your hand movements. Do the classy, you know what I mean? I know I'm not portraying it very well, but yeah. Be a little dramatic with your hand movement.
Yeah,
smooth, quick,
reveal. Like there's all kinds of ways that you can achieve
sexy.
That. Yeah, sexy hands.
Sexy hands.
Hand model. Sexy hands. Sexy. Wait. Sexy hands. Sexy hands. I hope somebody like at least took a screenshot of that. Okay. What even was that?
I don't even know.
Okay.
I don't even know. I think it was us being exhausted.
Yeah. All right. So these are the 2 most popular reels that you have. Let's see what it is about this one. I think it's the food. I think it's the food. Also, the quality on these. I don't know what camera you're using. If it's your phone, it might be an older phone, but this resolution is so low.
It's probably the low light.
Yeah, that might be it, the low lighting. This one did pretty good, though. But again, snappier cuts. CapCut is a free way to do that. Again, I think that, while you've nailed the upscale brand consistency, I almost feel like you've nailed it too much. And you're too constrained by your brand. I think that there needs to be a little bit more life in there,
You're doing like black and gold sexy colors. Get sexy with it. I'm not you, but you know what I mean?
You can if you want to, but
you can if you want to.
Like you know how like hand models are like, ooh, you know what I mean? Like, yes, ooh.
It's got that like John Wick hotel vibe. You know what I mean?
Like cigar lounge. Ooh,
yeah. Rich guys drinking drinks that are just pure ethanol.
All right. What do we got?
This one.
Okay.
Click up top, please.
Oh, no. Okay.
There you go.
We're so tired. We started going to the gym this week, and Mark and I used to be, he was on a bodybuilding team. I know we don't look like it anymore.
No, not anymore.
My
coach was Mr. Olympia.
Yeah, we were attempting to,
That's cute.
Yeah, we were attempting to go competitively, and because of that, we're still very strong. It's been like, 8 years, I think?
Oh, God, yeah. Something like that.
So the muscle's still there, we're still strong, but the tendons aren't, so...
Yeah, we hurty.
You
ready?
Yes.
Okay, let's do it.
This one's cute. Pretty. I know exactly what your brand's about. Very whimsical, very cottagecore, upcycled. Oh, yeah, cottagecore boutique. Clothing, bags, jewelry. Okay, so you've got some great keywords in here. You've told me exactly what your brand is about. You have great imagery in here that's tying it all together. I have great, fond feelings. And you're asking fantastic questions here. Do you love whimsical and unique style? Does fast fashion bore you? Me too. Okay, so you are creating the Nod in Agreement line. What you want to do with your brand ultimately when you're tying yourself to your brand is to get your audience nodding in agreement with you. You want the right people to say, yes, that makes sense to me. This calls to me. My biggest critique of your because the products are beautiful. I would absolutely wear this. You guys know that I'm like, I have so many sweaters. Mark yells at me because dead of summer, I will still buy sweaters.
Because we have a 4-inch thick wood rod that holds up our clothes, and it is 3 inches bent downwards with the amount of sweaters this woman has.
I love sweaters. And I would absolutely wear a sweater like this. What I really would love to see is the life, the cottage core and the life here. Put one of these on and go stand somewhere naturey. I almost feel like there's a disconnect between the message and the brand, where the cottagecore shines through the designs, but go outside, go in front of a bush or a tree or in the grass, and take some of these photos. Overall, though, beautiful designs. I think that what it's missing is the life that I mentioned. This is a beautiful photo booth display. Yeah.
Chill out with the aggressiveness in the comments.
What?
Don't worry about it.
Oh.
I'm taking care of it.
Be nice. Are they being mean? Don't be
No.
mean. Don't.
That's not what's happening.
I'll cry.
Butt out.
I'll cry. Yeah, see, there's not a whole lot of engagement. I would really love to see more, because your brand is beautiful. Ooh, that's a pretty photo. Your brand is beautiful. The photos are great. Do you not make the jewelry anymore? Because I feel like it was all sweaters up top. I want, like, shuffle it up. How old are these? 37 weeks. Do you do the jewelry? I would love to see some of the jewelry up here. I might completely miss that the jewelry is an option. Let's take a little peek. Are there any anomalies? Any standout content? All right, so this is a piece of standout content compared to what we've seen with the other ones. And it's because there's life. Now, this one is just a slideshow. If you do a market, I would love to see you actually record video, because video is going to hold their attention longer. Trying to see if there's like any major standout content. Yeah. Looks like you already did one. That's fun. This one was getting way more visibility than the others. Any standout content? Anything? Oh! That's interesting. I want a little more movement here. It's more of like a picture, you know, picture posted as a reel. No keyword optimization here, posted a long time ago. It's intriguing enough that someone might click it to say, ooh, this is cool. What is it? What's it going to do? And then they click on it and they're like, oh, it's not going to do anything because it's a picture. Yeah. I think I've made my point. Fantastic products. Show them, give me the action. This is interesting. Which AI image should I create in IRL? Ooh, this is a cool concept. You could make a whole like series out of like AI is crappy, because, you know, if you're doing a nature brand, like AI wastes a ton of water. Like that could be like a really great selling point. Like, you know, I saw these like, you know, AI generated like pendants, but, you know, buy from a real person. Like, here's what it would look like if it was real, like setting, you know, those realistic expectations type thing. I love the brands and the brand and the emotions and the feelings that you created up here were very quick to understand, and the products are beautiful. Tie in this the feelings of being out in the woods and, you know, the whimsy, and try to incorporate it into the images and the reels that you're creating, so there's more of that life, because the products are, I mean, they're beautiful.
One more.
All right. This has been a fun one. Do you guys like the Instagram critiques? We only do these usually.
What are the odds that the next person was also the exact same person?
Oh, that's funny.
That's funny. I don't think that's ever.
We usually only do these once a year, because I usually pre-record the Instagram sessions. Every year when Mark and I go on our vacation, we do a pre-recorded Friday Bean. So we might try to do more of these if you're enjoying them.
These are super cute.
Yeah, this is really beautiful.
All right. Ready?
Yes. Beautiful logo. Let's see. Nature-inspired wearable art. Okay. I like wearable art is becoming an iffy term for me. It's one that I used to use, like, 13 years ago when I started my first jewelry brand. I feel like there's I don't know. I guess it fits.
She
It's
said,
starting.
"Oh, I'm FJ. It's Mary."
I feel like wearable art, I don't know. I feel like there's something better out there. I don't know what it is yet. I just feel like it's becoming overused. When I started using it like 13 years ago, nobody was saying wearable art, and now everything is wearable art. So I'm almost like, is there something
Oh,
better?
Starla was so original.
I was so original. You guys got this from me.
Foams at mouth and passes out.
These are beautiful, beautiful photos. I think because the photo quality is so fantastic, you are automatically getting the engagement because there's not a lot of like, whereas the brand that we looked at with the paper products, it was a lot of the same.
The variety here is good, but it's not explosively different to the point where I can't focus my attention.
Yeah, there's a lot of variance in the backgrounds, but they all cohesively fit in the same palette with the greens, the browns, and the blacks. I almost feel like your dark blue and your branding could be better aligned with the color palettes I'm seeing your products represented on, because I'm not really seeing a whole lot of blue. I feel like it might even be better to lean into one of these colors, or even like a blue black. That's just me though, because I haven't scrolled very far yet.
So thank you. I agonize over the photos.
They're beautiful. They are.
It shows.
Yeah.
It shows that you care what they look like.
This photo here, there's just the lighting is perfect. The angle is perfect. They look like little dewdrops hanging from a branch.
The depth perception is perfect.
Yeah, you have mastered this skill. And because of that, despite the fact that, you know how in a lot of the previous ones, I'm like, don't just post your products. There's no life. Your unique selling point here is the feeling that the images create. And because of that, you can almost get away with doing things a little differently than what I would advise other brands, because what you have accomplished here is very unique.
Are you using a phone or are you using a DSLR?
I would be very impressed if these were a phone.
Because you have a 4 or 5 year old phone.
I know. Getting a new phone is such a pain in the butt.
For like a week.
I know, but that's a week of misery. Super cute though.
It's almost like if you save time by getting the new phone with everything else being easier, it actually saves you time in the long run.
Do you guys agree? Who agrees? Getting a new phone is miserable.
Yeah, getting a new phone is a miserable experience. I don't even disagree with that.
Let's see.
Macro 4/3.
Ah.
Gotcha. So a nerd.
Look at this. Showing off the... You know what? That is such a good tip.
Yeah, use the bottom of a cup or...
That's awesome. Great tip. Great tip. And this video, look at that. People loved that. People loved that video. What else do you got? What else is...
Beauty and simplicity.
Here's a good standout. Ooh, love that reveal. Good transition. Quick and snappy. This reel was only, how many seconds long? Quick and snappy. Quick, snappy, to the point. Packing an order. Quick and snappy. Less than 7 seconds per piece. People love these pack and order. Do more of these. Clearly this one worked. And look here. A nice, long, meaningful caption. You don't need the little dots. And you don't need so many hashtags either, but... Hashtags. I don't know why I said it like that.
Subaki.
Let's see. These are doing good too. Ooh.
That's cute.
Okay. Smoldering love that burns like an ember in your chest. That is some...
Hot.
That's
hot.
Those are sexy words.
Gets you hot and bothered.
Those are some sexy words.
I hate that phrase.
Hot and bothered.
Hot and bothered.
Hot and bothered reminds me of like when it's hot outside and you're sticky and you've got mosquitoes like bugging you. I'm like, ugh, hot and bothered. Yuck. Again, another really snappy one. Quick edits. It holds your attention. You want to see what happens next.
Yep.
So you see the type of content that's performing well.
Yeah. I know it seems weird. You feel like you're losing something when you cut or speed up content like that, but in reality, people aren't stupid. They
want to watch it fast.
Yeah, they want to watch it fast.
And look at this, how quick this content is. Like only a couple seconds. Only a couple seconds per reel. Oh. These are great.
Pancake said hot and bothered equals menopause. I could see that.
Yeah, that makes sense. Fun. All right. Short and snappy.
Short and snappy.
This is
no complaints.
No, you've got a beautiful brand. Absolutely beautiful brand. Love your photos. And what I love is that every photo, no matter what you post, is getting a lot of attention. And you have under 1,000 followers. My posts don't even get this much attention. For real. Over at the Handmade because I'm a coach. I don't have a product.
Quit selling me something.
What am I? I'm a coach. It's
I heart react every product I love, but the minute you sell me information, screw you. That's how it is.
I have my favorite is always the people that are like, if you know so much about Etsy, then why don't you just build a successful Etsy shop instead of coaching people?
We just build other people's successful Etsy shops. It's crazy how that works.
It's like,
oh my God.
It's like, well, let's forget the fact that I ran a successful Etsy shop for 10 years and it became so successful that
we literally ran out of time.
I started working for E-Rank.
Why did I do that?
So anyway, guys, I do want to make a quick announcement. It's kind of some sad news. Very important for E-Rank users to pay attention though.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so the short answer is that Etsy is now making people pay for API access.
And not chump change.
It's
percentages of your income.
It is a lot of money that they're basically. So anyway, E-Rank, we have to pay for it. We have to have API access for E-Rank to run. Anthony introduced the E-Rank basic plan during COVID because he knew that wallets were really stretched at the time. There were people who wanted to start businesses because of the pandemic. And it was meant to just be a temporary thing that we only kept for a little while. And, when it came to deciding how we were going to, figure out what we were going to do to make sure that we were making the money to do this API thing that Etsy's doing, we only had a few choices. We could either get rid of the free plan. Anthony said, no way, we're not getting rid of the free plan. We could increase the price of the pro plan. Again, Anthony doesn't want to do that. Or we can cut the basic plan, which is the $5.99 per month plan entirely. And because it was only introduced, meant to be a temporary thing anyway, it was the only thing that made sense to us. However,
don't talk about any other companies or what anybody else is doing.
I'm not. However, if you're already on the E-Rank basic plan, you are grandfathered in. As long as you don't cancel it, you've got it. Just stay on it. We won't take it away from you. If you sign up for an E-Rank basic plan within the next month, we're leaving it active for a month, then you can keep it and you can maintain it. You will be grandfathered in. If you have an E-Rank basic plan and you go and cancel it, you won't be able to sign back up for it. So, you will be grandfathered in, but if it's something that you want and you've been thinking about it, or maybe you canceled for a little while because, life got in the way and you're thinking about restarting it, do it within the next 30 days. It might be 30 days. Do it soon. Do it soon.
Yeah, do it soon.
That way you don't lose it. We also, a couple months ago, was it been a couple? Yeah. A couple months ago, we did introduce annual plans. So if you would prefer to pay it all upfront to have the full annual plan rather than paying monthly, that is finally an option. But it was the only thing that made sense. We really didn't want to do it. Anthony really did not want to have to cut the plan, but it ultimately it's Etsy's
And
fault.
it could have been worse. We did send a rep out to speak to Etsy directly and got a better deal than what they initially were going to be doing.
Well,
My assumption, personal assumption, not as a representative of eRank, but as myself, I think Etsy is doing this in an attempt to make up income in other places so they can make better decisions for the business that would usually negatively impact their income. I think they're attempting to get money from other people instead of just the sellers in order to be able to buff the income so they can make decisions that are better for the sellers.
but I mean, you guys see their quarterly results. They've been declining
The
forever.
thing is, they're never going to make up for their COVID numbers. No business is ever going to get back to what their COVID numbers were when it comes to people who were selling products catered to, I mean, it was face masks. Let's be real. It was face masks and political merch that was making Etsy all that money.
Artists chasing fairy tales, it's just erank.com. It's just erank.com. Or if you go down in the video description, I actually have a free trial link. If you are starting with a new email, a brand new account, you can get your first month free if you use the link down below. I'm a manager over at eRank, so I've actually, in most cases, you can only get a 7-day free trial. I have the ability to give you all a 30-day free trial, and then the billing will start after that. So you could technically sign up for the basic plan down below and get the free month, and then start getting billed next month and still maintain that would be the best deal.
Somebody asked how this was going to affect POD people. We are not in a position, yes, because POD Printify pays for API access too. So how is it going to affect them?
Oh, they need.
We are not at liberty to discuss that, nor do I really know all the information pertinent to it, so I cannot answer it. It probably won't make a difference for you guys. Printify is huge. Even compared to eRank, they're a massive company.
I know, but I know the answer. We're just.
But you are not at liberty to say it, and you don't know the full answer because you don't work for Printify, so that's not even true.
We did have. So what I will say is that eRank did talk to Printify about it,
but we're not at liberty to discuss.
And we can't. Yeah, and we can't share what specifically will be.
But
impacted.
I don't think it's going to affect you guys a lot. There might be some fees and stuff. That's not coming from them, by the way. That's just a personal opinion. There might be some complications on how this stuff is going to work, but nobody really knows yet because it's not in place. What
I will say is that Etsy and Printify are still going to work. Like, it's still going to work.
Yeah, it's still going to work.
You're not going to lose like your Printify or anything like that.
No.
That's not what's going to happen. You will be A-okay. And when Printify is ready to discuss it, then I'm sure that they will do that themselves with their users. So I would just make sure that you're a member of the Printify POD Rockstars Facebook group. Because if they make a big announcement,
it'll be there.
It'll probably be
in their newsletters. They'll probably send out email newsletters. They'll do everything that they can to notify you if there's anything major happening. You're not just going to get blindsided, and if you do, you're not paying attention.
And negotiations are still taking place.
Yeah, this is not something. It was kind of out of left field that this happened. It's been a couple of months since the last Etsy investor report, and they're probably just trying to find ways to make up income. The COVID thing screwed businesses like Etsy. It really did, because people are their new fees now again. No, I didn't say that. I said that there potentially could be. It just depends on how things are going to go. That's just personal opinion. There might be additional things that force them to, because here's the thing. It's not like we're not talking about chump change here. We're talking about, like, that nice house you see every time you come into town and you wish you could afford a house like that. It's like that every year.
Yeah.
It's a measurable large percentage of these companies' income. And a lot of these companies aren't going to be able to afford it. So there's a lot of companies that I don't know what they're even going to do. Big players like eRank and Printify, they're not
probably going to be fine.
Probably going to be fine. We have to make moves like, getting rid of the basic plan. That sucks, but it's literally, we cannot afford to do it. We have to make up the income somewhere else.
Yeah.
It wouldn't kill us, but it's one of those things where
it fire a bunch of people. We don't want to do that.
We don't want to downsize. It's a literal, we don't have a choice.
Yeah, but
so again, not me. I'm not the owner.
What happened with nothing happened with Printify.
No, it's not over 50%, but it's a lot.
It's
I'm not going to say specific numbers. It's not my business. It's not my job to do that. So But
you could probably Google it and look into it. I'm sure that I'm sure it's out there.
however, having had discussions with Etsy, there are some benefits to E-Rank side. Again, not at liberty to discuss anything at hand. It's not my business. Once things are worked out, you'll have more information and we'll be able to talk about it more. But there are some benefits to E-Rank from this as well.
Yeah. We sent one of our fellas,
one of our big brain boys.
One of our big brain boys. He would be tickled to death to hear you say that about him.
He's a Silicon Valley businessman.
Yeah,
he's super intelligent.
He's the guy that E-Rank. If we need somebody on a plane to go somewhere, he's the guy we send. Yeah. And he went to Etsy headquarters, and we
did some talking and some working and some debating and some arguing and. Yeah. Fighting tooth and nail for E-Rank and the big boys. He said
he wished that I would have been there to be in that room. And I said that probably wouldn't have been a good idea because I would have just gotten mad at Etsy. I would have been like, by the way, while I'm here, here's everything. Yeah. Here's everything that's wrong with your company.
I would have loved to be in a room like that, an opportunity like that, though, because I would make them feel bad for themselves.
I would, and I told him.
It's absurd.
I told him. I said, I personally think that Etsy should be paying us because
I agree.
We do more customer support. Like when it comes to Etsy, if you have a problem, but no, be real with me, guys. Don't blow smoke up my butt. Be honest. How likely is it that if you message Etsy support, you're gonna get a good answer versus if you talk to me or ask me a question about Etsy in the chat or email me or whatever? Like, who's going to give you an answer quicker and more accurately? It's probably going to be me. Like,
here's the thing. Here's the thing with this too, as far as it comes with E-Rank. Imagine the amount of people that would be just doing everything wrong and inevitably giving up on their Etsy business because all of the information that they get is from garbage influencers who don't know what they're talking about. And people just don't know how to optimize their shop. Significantly more, Etsy gets a lot of business from E-Rank. There's no way that's not true.
Like imagine that our channel never existed and the E-Rank never existed, and
all you had were influencers who told you to do what they did.
Right, and I'm not saying that all the other YouTubers are bad, but I'm just saying, imagine a world, especially those of you who have been around for a while. Imagine a world of your Etsy shop where my channel didn't exist, Anthony Wolf didn't exist, and E-Rank didn't exist. How much different would things be in the Etsy ecosystem if these support structures to help you in this education structure and myth busting and the tools themselves, if none of that existed? Not to mention the big thing that I wanted to really bring up to Etsy. I don't know if he did, but we gave hundreds of accounts to Ukrainian users. We gave them
hundreds. Let's try thousands.
We gave during COVID,
when the initial invasion took place of Ukraine, we just stopped charging Ukrainian sellers.
Yeah, you went completely, and that was a choice by Anthony because his wife is Ukrainian. We just completely stopped charging our Ukrainian audience. So, yeah. Anyway, it just kind of grinds my gears, like. And again, this is me speaking on behalf of Starla Moore, not speaking on behalf of E-Rank. I just wish Etsy would see how much we do for the Etsy community and how much we love that and how much benefit that we have done for them. And I don't know, it just rubs me the wrong way that they're squeezing us like this. But maybe things will work out.
They're stuck between a rock and a hard place. They're going to start losing investors if they don't make moves that start making them money.
I understand it. Purely
100%. It's their fault for going public. Captain Hindsight here, but
yeah, purely a business decision. I get it. They got to do what they got to do, but I just kind of
advice.
Yeah, I just wish that. Anyway,
yeah,
guys,
we won't get into it. We've had this discussion 1,001 times.
Yeah, guys, thanks for hanging out. We appreciate you.
We love you guys.
There's under 200 people here, and we tend to get personal when there's that many.
No, we're just EP.
We are EP. So this upcoming Tuesday, I'm launching a video that is not going to do very well. And I'm doing it on purpose because I want to. It's a video I've wanted to make for a while, and I've had a lot of bangers in terms of content lately. Our YouTube payout for our ad revenue is actually going to be higher this month than it's ever been. And because of that, I think I deserve a little treat. It is.
I deserve a little treat.
I deserve a little treat. It is the video that I know isn't going to make any ad revenue and it's not going to do good, but you know what? I don't care. I'm making it. Let's see. Last year, I started a series that I called Etsy V History, and I covered the story of Salvador Asal, the Pearl King, and how black pearls actually do not have any value. It was because of Salvador Asal that they gained their value and now are some of the most expensive pearls in the world. So this video, it was talking about like perceived value and sales psychology, but it also was a bit of a history lesson. It was an inspiring story. Loved making it. The video did really bad because it wasn't like a how to make $1 million on Etsy video that people want to see, right? I completely quit making videos. It was the first video of the Etsy V History series, and it didn't do good. And I thought, well, I'm just going to axe this series because people don't like it. I want to do another one. And this time I'm doing it, and HAA students, you guys got a teaser, but I'm doing it on the flour and grain industries who in the 1930s during the Great Depression started printing patterns on their grain and flour sacks because women were using them to sew dresses and bags and things with those sacks. And we're talking again about perceived value, but we're also having a history lesson. And guys, I used to be a teacher. Like I want to teach something fun. So please, if you want to help me out, go watch that video on Tuesday. Again, it's going to be like one of those labor of love videos, but I don't care. I don't care if it doesn't get any views. I'm going to make it because I want to.
I wish you guys started a business that would be a competition to Etsy. If you guys want to fund us millions of dollars, I can do that. Because you got to consider mathematicians and algorithm specialists for coming up with algorithms who stay on payroll, programmers, security experts, servers, millions of dollars. Millions and millions and millions of dollars.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was a question I missed. I'm sorry about that. Are people, let me actually just go up to the original question. Are people that were on the basic plan prior to joining HAA who are in their free window going to be able to keep their basic plan once their free year comes up? This is something I need to send you because this is something we need to talk to Anthony about.
I think that
that's actually something that's a good point.
If your free year ends, I'll just make an executive decision right now. If your free year of HAA ends and you would like to resume the basic plan after your free included year of pro ends, email me, not E-Rank support, email me and I will I will make sure I will get you back on the basic plan in 2026.
Yes.
Okay.
We still do need to tell Anthony about it.
Yeah.
Because it's not going to be simple like that.
Oh yeah. No, he'll be fine with it. Just email me because the E-Rank support team won't know what the heck you're talking about. Email me directly at the super secret email address that only students know, and I will take care of it for you. Okay. Sound good? Everybody good?
Okay. I think we're good to Gucci.
Oh, and then Fatty Pancake asked me how I'm liking Shopify so far. It's okay.
It's all right.
It's all right.
It's all right.
It's all right.
Anything else, it's more complicated than Etsy, and Etsy's already complicated. So
watching Anthony trying to install Google Analytics yesterday on my Shopify was
comical.
It was so funny. It was just a mess. It was me and Anthony and Pam Duthie and Brian, and we were all four on this chat. It was like past 10 o'clock at night where Pam was, and it took like 2 hours just to figure out how to connect Google Analytics to Shopify. We found an easier way in the long run, but it was such a pain. Anyway, guys, thanks for hanging out. We appreciate you. We love you. Go watch my video on Tuesday. Go watch last week's video too. It
was a banger.
What was it about? Oh, it was about.
What was it about?
It was about when to list Halloween and Christmas and seasonal items, and yeah, go watch it. All right, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye. See you later.
Can't shut up today.